What happens if someone is owed a refund from the IRS when they pass away? If you're responsible for handling a deceased person's affairs and need to claim their tax refund, you can do so using IRS Form 1310. Where eForms your go-to destination for all things legal, business, taxes, and so much more. If you're ready to start filling out IRS Form 1310, click the link in the description below to grab an official copy. If you're here to learn how to complete this form, keep watching and let's jump in. Now that we know what Form 1310 is, let's cover situations when it is and is not required. When is Form 1310 required? Executors and representatives. If a refund is claimed, the person responsible for filing the tax returns on behalf of the deceased taxpayer must generally include Form 1310. Joint named refund. If a surviving spouse received a refund check that includes the deceased spouse's name, the check can be reissued in the surviving spouse's name. The check must be returned and marked void, along with a completed Form 1310 and a written request that the check be reissued. Personal representative. If a personal representative claims a refund when filing Form 1040X or Form 843 and a court order has previously been filed, the personal representative should attach a completed 1310 form with the words "Certificate previously filed" written in the bottom margin. Now, when is Form 1310 not required? Surviving spouse. The surviving spouse of a deceased taxpayer is not required to use this form to claim a refund. The IRS will automatically issue any refund based on the spouse's filing status. Personal representative. When filing original final returns on behalf of a deceased taxpayer, a personal representative is not required to use Form 1310. Instead, a copy of the court order or appointment should be attached to the submitted returns. A personal representative is defined as the executor or administrator of the deceased person's estate as appointed or certified by the court. If returns will not be filed. If tax returns will not be filed, Form 1310 is unnecessary. The IRS does provide an online questionnaire to help determine whether or not a person is required to file. Before we go, let's cover some frequently asked questions about Form 1310. Do I need to provide a death certificate? A death certificate should not be attached to the deceased taxpayer's return. The person filing should keep these for their records in the event that the IRS requests copies at a later date. What status does a surviving spouse use? The surviving spouse, according to the IRS, is considered married for the full year after their spouse has died, unless they remarry that year. They may use married filing jointly or married filing separately. What is the deadline for filing a final tax return? The same tax deadlines apply for final returns. However, a surviving spouse or representative can request an extension. How do I notify the IRS that the taxpayer is deceased? For paper returns, the person filing should write "deceased" at the top of the return, followed by the deceased person's name and the date of their death. Taxes can be an overwhelming process, but we're here to help. If you're ready to start filling out IRS Form 1310, click the link below. There, you can download an official copy. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more helpful content.